up YouTube and welcome to another video. It's your boy Ash Basher here, and recently the last two videos you guys might have seen would have been the unboxings of the two newest additions to my setup, whether that be gaming or YouTube. That would be the Razer Kiyo webcam and also the Blue Raspberry microphone. Now usually when you see those videos on YouTube you will get a sample of that product's abilities. Now that would have been a straightforward no-brainer idea to do, but I wanted to do something just a little bit different. I wanted to make a separate video encompassing all of the technology I have used in the past to record videos. So in this video I'm going to be comparing 4 different products. I'm going to be comparing their video quality and their sound quality. The 4 products will include the one that I'm using right now, which is my Sony Handycam. I'll also be using my phone, my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and of course I will be showing you my 2 newest purchases, the Razer Kiyo and the Blue Raspberry. Okay, so starting off with the thing I'm using right now, which is, as you may remember, my Sony HDR CX240E Handycam. The naming things for these products are just ridiculous. Anyway, pretty basic Handycam. I'll quickly run through the specs so you get an idea what we're working with. 9.2 megapixels still image recording, 54 times clear image zoom, 29.8mm wide angle lens, and AV-CHD/MP4 dual video recording. Yes, this is full 1080p. Naturally when you edit it you can downscale it or whatever, but this is what we're working with. The quality is good. I haven't really had any issues with this camcorder. I've taken it with me when I went to Scotland. The video's a little bit shaky. The stabilization when you're moving and recording isn't fantastic, but I mean, what do you expect? It's not an expensive camera, but it does its job really well. Taking pictures, absolutely fine, not a problem. Naturally, yeah, you can probably get better from a smartphone nowadays, but it's dedicated camera/camcorder. Something tells me that when I do upload a video recorded by this, it's not in 1080p. I don't know, maybe there's just a little bit of noise in the recording and it's just a little bit grainy and whatnot, but it is 1080p. I don't know whether it's 30 or 60 FPS, but I know it's 1080p, and I mean, I can see on my viewfinder now that it's tracking my face. I look probably like an idiot now, but you know, Carl Zeiss lens, really nice camcorder for the price that you get. I mean, it was on offer, so it should have been more expensive than it was. But I've used this for quite a while now, and I'm really pleased with the end results. Audio, maybe the audio is not the best. That's originally why I got the Blue Raspberry mic, so I could swap out the audio from the camcorder with the mic. And especially if you're out in the elements, you know, wind, rain, other noises, whatever, it can interfere with your own audio. But I mean, you take from it what you will. You can just look at the last 10 videos I've done or whatever. They've probably been made using this. Okay, so we're in my room right now. So I know you might have seen my room tour where I was moving about. I'm going to pick you up. There we go. I'm going to take you around and just show you. So obviously, light behind me. Obviously I have the curtains closed so it doesn't wash my face out, even though the curtains are very thin, so it kind of does anyway. So I kind of give you an idea of the quality as I'm moving about. So let me know what you think to the sound. Is the sound changing? Is it better? Is it worse? Obviously the better the lighting conditions you have, the better you're going to look. So obviously if I turn this way, it's going to look worse. But if I'm facing the light, how does that look? Does it look good? You tell me. I don't think it looks bad. I've had worse. You go back to the very beginning of my channel and you look at some of the first videos. They were using, I don't even know what kind of webcam that was on my old laptop, but that was terrible. And then I went on to using my Mac webcam. Neither of those laptops I have anymore. But no, so for the price that I paid for this and what I use it for, I'm actually very pleased. Okay, so let me know what you think of the video and the audio quality of this Sony Handycam. Moving on, the next thing we're going to be testing out, it's going to be my phone. What's up YouTube? No, wait, I've already done that bit. Scratch that. What you're looking at now is my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. This is the front-facing camera for my smartphone. Now this is how I would usually record videos on my phone. I would use the front-facing camera, and from what I can see on the screen, I can see a lot more of my room, and the image on the screen looks a lot better than it did on the viewfinder on my camera. But then again, it's on your viewfinder, it's really small, it's not the phone screen that you're looking at every day. So I'm looking at the specs of the camera here on my tablet. No, I won't be reviewing the camera on my tablet because I've never used that to record a video. So even with the rear camera being, you know, the main camera that you take pictures with and record videos with that aren't vlogs, unless you turn the camera around and do it that way and don't look at the screen to see your face, you know, even with its 12 megapixel dual pixel sensor, the f1.7 aperture LED flash, the front camera isn't bad. Yes, you'd probably get better results if you used the rear camera to record you, but for the sake of doing vlogs and being able to see your face as you're carrying it around and whatnot, which is what I did when I went to Tenerife. If you look back on my channel and look at my Tenerife vlogs, which were actually quite popular, and I thoroughly enjoyed making those, it's very good quality. Like, the tracking on it's brilliant, the autofocus on it is brilliant, the quality is just brilliant. As for sound, I can't remember. I don't use my phone to record my face anymore, so I couldn't really tell you the audio quality. Okay, so just like we did with the Sony Handycam, I'm picking you up. You ready? You ready? Up we go! Okay, so again, I think that's slightly better than what it was with the Sony Handycam, and I'm sure that the stabilization, that's a mouthful, is a lot better as well. Of course, naturally, this phone is going to be better quality than the Handycam itself. Although you're carrying a separate item around, it's more convenient to be able to use a dedicated camera to record your footage, especially when your smartphone only has limited storage and you don't necessarily carry around, you know, like a laptop to be able to transfer those files across. Obviously, if you have an SD card or spare SD card you can bung in and have your videos on them, fair enough. But preferably, I like the Handycam to be able to just carry around big ass SD card in there, no problems whatsoever. Even though with vloggers nowadays in 2018, smartphones are becoming an increasingly popular method of recording vlogs, and in fact, just recording videos in general. The quality of smartphone cameras nowadays is kind of making dedicated cameras almost redundant, really. And, you know, for photographers that use these high quality DSLR cameras, you're not going to beat that, obviously, but they're getting scarily close. They're getting scarily close. So this has been the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, my front facing camera. Let me know what you think. The next item on the agenda is going to be the Razer Kaio. This is the Razer Kaio. This is what is recording my face and my audio right now. This little webcam right up here. Now I know this beautiful face here is a little bit dark, but my curtains over there are really, really thin, so they let in far too much light. I can't have the exposure too high because, well, I'll show you. If I change the exposure to that, it does all this kind of freaky stuff. Like, I've started moving all slow. It's letting in far too much light from back there. Yes, my face looks better. Quality just drops significantly. Happy days. So, the audio on this isn't great. I don't know a webcam out there that has fantastic audio, and that's going to get sorted. I'm going to figure something out for that, so that won't be a problem when I actually use this properly. So the audio isn't great, as I was saying. The picture quality probably isn't the best as it could be right now because of the exposure not being right and far too much light coming out there. But with the Razer Kaio, we don't necessarily need to have to worry too much about that because of that built-in ring light on the webcam itself. So let's check that out. Okay, so I'm going to start turning it. Okay, as you can see me here, I'm going to try and not get my hand in shot so it doesn't autofocus. Okay, so I'm going to start turning it on. There, that was the tiniest little notch, and it's on now. I'm going to keep turning it up, okay? So, just keep turning it, turning it, turning it, turning it, and there we go. That's full brightness. And how much better does that look? Yes, I might be a little bit too washed out. My hands kind of look orange and yellow, but it's better than it was before, right? And I mean, if I really wanted to, I keep looking at the screen because I can see my face. I should probably get rid of that. I keep looking down like that. Using a ring light is fine. Yeah, it's bright, but even if you look at it, it doesn't hurt. You know, I mean, you get used to it. So I mean, I'm looking at my face to try and figure out what I look like. So, I mean, we ain't got all that wobbly stuff going on, which is great. And the picture looks tenfold better, you know? So if I really wanted to, tone it down a little bit. Just turn it down just a touch. I mean, even that's a bit better. I'd probably have it maybe about there. That's lots better. Okay, compared to the brightest it was a second ago to this, to all the way off. I mean, even that's not bad. So all the way off, which was that. You know, so I'm gonna turn her back up. It's about that, I think. You know, screw it. Let's have it full blast. While, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to run through the specs. So you might see me run through the specs before in the actual unboxing, but here we have the Razer Kiyo broadcasting camera with illumination. Advertised to work with both OBS and XSplit. I'm actually using OBS to record this right now. So, like I said in the actual unboxing video, 720p 60 FPS HD video, it says on the back of the box, but on the specs of the bottom of the box, it does actually say 1080p at 30 FPS, so you can have it like, which is what I'm running at right now. 720p at 60 FPS, 480p at 30 FPS, or 360p at 30 FPS. The image resolution for this camera is actually 4 megapixels. The still image resolution is 2688 by 1520. It's got a diagonal field of view of 81.6. It obviously has an autofocus, as you can see. And depending on what software you use, you can encode it in multiple different formats. As for the microphone that you're hearing my voice on right now, that's what I'm actually using. I'm not using my Blue Raspberry. The audio codec is 16-bit 48 kHz. The polar pattern is omnidirectional, and the sensitivity is minus 30 decibels. As for that ring light, it's illuminated by 12 white LEDs. The color temperature is 5600K daylight. The LED diffuser, milky white. It's actually a 12-step ring dial as well for controlling the light, and it has a brightness of 10 lux. So all in all, it's a pretty fantastic camera, okay? So for £100, $99.99, that is what you get. And you can, in OBS or XSplit, I'm using OBS at the minute, the manual controls for this thing, brilliant. Like, you can do all sorts with it. You have complete control over this camera in OBS, which is what I'm using. I'm not sure about XSplit, but in OBS, you can change the brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, sharpness, gamma, white balance, backlight compensation, and gain, okay? As for the camera itself, you've got zoom, focus, exposure, aperture, pan, tilt, roll, and low light compensation. All of those you can set to auto. Ooh, I don't know what happened there if you saw that. I've gone out of focus. There we go. No idea what happened there. I clicked off the settings. Anyway, maybe you should play with the settings while you're recording a video. So, lots of control with this camera. I'm very happy with it. I haven't actually put any videos with the footage yet, apart from this one. So this is going to be a first. So let me know what you think. This is obviously a tester for me, my situation, my environment. Yours could be 10 times different, probably 10 times better. However, the audio, I've listened to a little clip. It's not great. I mean, I'm talking a little bit louder than I normally would. And I can see the levels almost like high. That's just tipping red. Okay, when I speak, I'm in the yellow. So I mean, if I actually spoke, okay, if I actually spoke how I normally would, then I don't actually touch the yellow. Or when I speak normally, I'm actually pushing like minus 25 decibels. And idle, if I don't say anything and it's just picking up the sound from my tower, minus 55. So yes, I'm talking a little bit louder than I would normally, because I don't want to have to redo the audio for this, but I did a little section there where I was just talking normally, and I bet you it's really quiet. But overall, very happy with the camera. Once I've sorted that out, or even leaving it like this, I'm quite happy with this, but I will sort that out because that's just awful. It's not nice to look at, and it's just not nice. The autofocus is very quick, and sometimes it does it even if you move slightly. Like it's probably not going to do it now. There you go, look, see? You see that? It is quick, and it does it even if you were to, say if I was to go down here to grab something and pop back up. But it's good. We
refocuses your face. So this has been a clip of the Razer Kaio webcam with its ring light and recording in 1080p 60 frames a second. Let me know what you think. As with all the others, let me know what you think. Finally, I don't have another video device to show you, but what I'm going to do is show you not only the Razer Kaio once more, but coupled with the audio from the Blue Raspberry, which will be what I will look and sound like in future videos. Okay, so get ready for immense upgrade in audio quality. I'll see you on the other side. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ashbasher. It's not my real name, but it's the name I give you guys. How do I sound? Do I sound good? I hope so. Do I still sound good when I'm talking like this? And do I still sound good when I'm talking like this? What do you think to the sound quality of the Blue Raspberry microphone? Because that is the audio device that's picking up my voice. Still using the Razer Kaio. Don't think I've changed the brightness just a little tiny little bit. But my golly gosh, the audio from that was awful, wasn't it? I just had to look back at the clip and oh my. So the audio for this, I can't even. It's brilliant, perfect, absolutely fantastic. It's better than my camera, better than my phone, better than my webcam, better than my headset. It does what it's supposed to do. Supposed to do. I've got it set just how I like it. I'm trying to get it to redline. I've got it set just how I like it, and I couldn't be happier with it. I really couldn't. It's absolutely sublime audio quality compared to what I had before. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it works flawlessly with OBS as well. It's just, straight into the settings, straight into audio. Boom, select it. Done. Happy days. Especially compared to the audio quality in the microphone of that, which you can't really expect to be, well, never mind competing with this, you can't really expect it to be good at all, really, can you? I've never had a webcam that's actually had decent audio. Let me know if there is a webcam out there with decent audio. I mean, that'd be quite cool, but I love this little guy. So once again, for those of you who haven't seen the unboxing of this, it's the Blue Raspberry microphone. So as we know, it's a premium mobile USB microphone, a vocal studio in the palm of your hand. It's quite accurate, to be honest. It works with PC, Mac, iPhone and iPad. It does work with Android if you have one of these. I'll be going over this in another video. But for now, quick lowdown on the specs. We've got a patented blue premium capsule circuitry, internal acoustic diffuser, IAD, focuses sound sources, headphone volume control, headphone jack, mic level and mute control, removable collapsible stand. So we know this is an ultimate mobile USB microphone for voice and instruments, but Blue know what this microphone is going to get used for. They know things like podcasting, voiceover, streaming, Skype and music applications. That IAD I spoke about a second ago, the internal acoustic diffuser, patent pending, it focuses vocals while minimizing room noise. That's basically what it does. And one of the best things about it, plug and play. Oh yes, 24-bit, 48 kHz resolution with PC, Mac, iPhone and iPad. So going into a little bit more detail about the IAD, the design of it resembles treatments found in studios and concert halls, focusing your voice or instrument while minimizing the sound of the room. Like a portable vocal studio in the palm of your hand, Raspberry gives you professional results everywhere you go. What more do you want? Fair enough. This microphone is rather expensive. You're looking at around £200, but if you didn't watch the unboxing of this, I get to tell you again where I got this for 60. Oh yes, £60. Thank you, Carnegie Monster Gaming. So while I'm here, a quick comparison of the things that we covered. My Sony Handycam, my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, the Razer Kaio webcam, and then for audio, the Blue Raspberry microphone. At the minute, I'm going to go ahead and say that for image quality, right now, because I haven't sorted that out and I'm still getting used to actually using the webcam and setting it up and getting it just how I like it, still got to tweak it to try and get the best picture quality. My phone's probably gonna top that for quality, for image quality. Just just by a smidge, closely followed by the Razer Kiyo webcam, and then unfortunately runner-up is the Sony Handycam, even though I still love that and will continue to use it when I'm out there. As for audio quality, I don't even know why I need to tell you what I think the winner is. It's definitely the Blue Raspberry microphone. Actually thinking about it, the top three are very close. You know, Blue Raspberry, you know, up there. Then my phone, my S7 Edge, isn't bad audio quality. It's under par compared to this bad boy, but it's pretty close. But it's not there. Okay, it's not there. It's obviously not there. So we've got, you know, Blue Raspberry microphone is right up here. My Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge is probably like down here, and then closely followed by that will be my Sony Handycam, and then, you know, right down at the bottom somewhere, buried deep down below, is the Razer Kiyo and its microphone. This video has been so fun to make. I've got to record with all of the devices that I use, put them all together, and show you what I started with and what I've come to use now. You know, I started with a shitty webcam on my laptop, to using my phone, whatever phone I had at the time, to then using my camcorder when I bought that, to now using a professional webcam. Like, it's crazy how things change, but they do, and it's nice to kind of show you the transition. I wish I could have shown you the quality. Actually, no, if you go back to like my first video, my very first video, maybe not the first one, but like my iPhone 5S unboxing or something like that, that was recorded using my old HP laptop's webcam. And you can see the first few videos are all recorded with that webcam. When you're looking at me anyway, if you see my face, it was recorded using that webcam. And then you look at like this one, where the quality might not be the best because I'm still tweaking, but I'm using, you know, top-notch equipment, you know, and it's cool. You know, it's a nice transition. It's nice. See me kind of grow up as a person and grow up with better equipment. It's like, get in. So once I've got this tweaked and sorted perfectly and got that bloody window sorted out, this is going to be the dog's bones. This will be the... Everything you can see behind me, well, not like that behind me, but behind me here, I will leave a link to down in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. Any comments or questions about me, about what I use, about these products in general, or about anything, you know what to do down in the comments, and I will get back to you. So as you can probably tell, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you like the transition between each different product, and I hope you'll get in touch with me with what equipment you've used and what you use now. So, I've been Ash Basher, you have been YouTube, beautiful and fantastic. As always, look after yourselves, stay safe, love one another, take care of each other. You know how it is, and I'll see you, as always, in the next one.